Hello everyone, I'm Mikkel Moose, and today I'm going to do something that doesn't involve sewing. I am going to show you how to crochet a scarf. I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. One's for like beginners and one's for someone who has more experience with crocheting. This is what the scarf looks like when it's all finished. So let us begin. For this project you're going to need a crochet hook and some yarn of any color. Right, and to begin you're just going to make a loop knot. You're going to turn and just pull a piece through, kind of like tying a shoe, except not like tying a shoe. That was a bad example. Let's try it again. So you got one piece touching the other piece, you go through, grab and make a little hoop. I'm grabbing the end here and this end here, and I'm just going to pull up. So that way I have just this little knot. And then I have a knot and a little hoop. I'm going to take the crochet hook, put it through, and tighten it. All you're going to do is once you have that piece on your needle, you're going to go over and then pull the first piece of yarn through the hoop. And you're going to continue doing that until you have a chain the length that you want. I'm going to show you one more time. Over and through. So just keep doing that until you get it long enough. I'm going to count and I'll tell you how many I do. Alright, so I chained 75 times. Now if you don't want to count when you're doing this, you can just continue chaining it until you think that it's long enough to go on your doll. I made mine so long because I want it to wrap around her neck. Okay, so you're going to go back into a loop in the other side there. So I've got two on there at the moment. I'm going to wrap it over. I'm going to pull it through both. And then you're just going to keep going into the next loop. Wrap it over, pull it through. Into the next. And as you can see, I am not one of those speed crocheters, so I'm relatively new to crocheting, but it's really easy once you get a hang of it. And just keep doing that until you get to the end. Then you start over again and head back. In, over, through. Alright, so I finished doing the second row, and now you just turn it around and start again on the other side. We'll probably do that until it's about an inch thick, just however many times it takes. But I'll show you again just how to do the turn. And it's, you just take it and just go the other way. There's really nothing to it. So you're just going to take your needle, and now that we're on the other side, we're going to go back again and just going to do the exact same thing over again. And then we're going to get to the other end, we're going to flip, turn around, and start doing another row. And so I've added 3 more rows to this portion here. So that's 5 back and forth 5 times, and I've started on the 6th here. I think I'm going to do 2 more rows, and then that will be finished, and I can show you how to finish it. So I did 8 rows. I'm at the end. I need scissors. I have gotten scissors. So for this part, all you're going to do is cut the string from the ball of yarn. So after you've cut your string, what you're going to do is wrap it around the crochet needle, and then you pull it through. And then instead of stopping here, you're just going to pull it all the way through and then pull tight. And then there's the knot. It's really that easy to tie it off, at least. Now what you're going to do is to make the fringe at the bottom of the scarf. I just take the string and I cut off lengths of it, about yay long, and I'm going to cut off multiples, and then I'm going to take the crochet hook and stick it through one of the bottom loops. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, just any of them will work, and then pull it through, pull the string through, so you got one side of the string on this side and one on this side, and then tie it. I'm going to tie 2 knots, and then I'm just going to continue doing that with the string all along the bottom with multiple pieces of the yarn that I cut out. And you can do this with a different color if you want. I'm just going to do it with the white. And just fill it out until you get it where you like it. And I will show you that in a moment. Alright, so I finished tying the strings to the bottom. They are all uneven, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it out, and then I'm just going to cut it across the bottom and just kind of even them out a little bit more. And you can see the crochet pattern there. Gotta pull it thicker, pull it thinner. Show it to you on the doll. And so that's the first one. And the second one looks like this. Don't know if you can see the difference in the pattern through the camera, but this one's a little bit more loose. It's got a different crochet pattern to it. I can show you how to do that one real quick. Okay, so to begin the second type, you're just going to chain just like you did before. You're going to go the whole 75 or whatever length you need to make the scarf the length that you wanted. But when you reach the end, instead of turning right away, you will chain 3 additional stitches. And then you will wrap your string back around. I have one loop there. I'm wrapping the string around. Then I'm going back into the chain, wrapping around one more time, and then I'm pulling it through all 3 strings that I have on the crochet hook. One more time, wrap it around, through the chain, around the hook, through all 4. And so it makes a much thicker row, more intricate pattern. It's a little bit more difficult to get the hang of, but it goes a lot faster because you only have to do like 3 rows of this because it is a lot thicker instead of doing like 8 rows of your regular crochet. And want to try something a little bit harder, I say try that. But that is my tutorial on how to make a scarf for a doll or a teddy bear or yourself. Obviously, if you're making a scarf for yourself, you're going to want it a little bit bigger than this, but it's the same principle. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any ideas for other projects you'd like to see, please comment down below or message me. I'd love to hear them. Yeah. Ta-da! That's the end.